What a terrible day in the market today, as we saw cryptocurrency unfortunately having some very negative turns. Let's go ahead and take a look at the market today. Bitcoin down 2.55%, falling all the way below 42,600. Ethereum down 2.5%, BNB down about 1%, Solana down 2%. All across the entire market, really just these falls. Cardano down 6.24% as the sad music continues to play along. Luna down 1.6%. Then wait a second. What's this? What? A cryptocurrency up 7%. Let's go ahead and I think we need to go ahead and switch the music now here. Look at that. Okay, that's a little bit better. Take a look at this. Dogecoin up 7% today, despite pretty much the entire market either staying flat or falling. Now it's time to get some energy back into live again. The sad music can go away until hopefully another day that's way far from now. But Dogecoin now back to the number 11 spot, officially passing Avalanche up to a $23 billion market cap. And you compare that, Shiba Inu coin is down 7.16% today. So Dogecoin is widening the gap between it and the other meme coins by a large margin. Dogecoin, by the way, also significantly better as an actual currency than a lot of the other options out there by a massive margin. We're talking about Dogecoin as a crypto that has the actual ability to become the cryptocurrency of Earth. An exciting thing to think about as we get more chats coming in. Shiba Doge to the moon. Love you, Matt, says Nicholas. Thank you for the chat. I appreciate that. And yes, hopefully your coin that you're investing in will go to the moon. As we see a bunch more rockets coming in. Oh, look at that. We made last time on the live, we put a ton of rockets in the chat and it absolutely went crazy viewership wise. We had one of our most viewed lives in a little bit here. So maybe we can try that again, just flooding the chat with rockets and pressing like a bunch of times. In theory, it'll work again. I don't know. Maybe YouTube's going to get smart and wise up and it won't give us more viewers this time. But come on, YouTube. We'll do the rockets, you give us the viewers and the new people coming into our community in exchange. With Dogecoin, this spike up around 11% this week. It is cool to see it getting close, almost in that top 10 range again. Once it passes Polkadot, it will be back in the top 10 where it deservedly belongs, and really it belongs way higher than that. We're looking at Dogecoin becoming one of the top 5 cryptocurrencies by the end of the year, and there's huge updates that are happening. Let me go ahead and without further ado talk about what I think is perhaps the biggest update we've seen in Dogecoin maybe ever, and that's a massive statement. And now you could argue Elon Musk tweets of the past have been way bigger and it's hard to beat that, but I don't know. I mean, this may be able to beat it. This could be the biggest announcement we've seen for Dogecoin yet. Take a look at this. This right here is Geometric Space Corporation, which is a company that is currently working on the Doge 1 satellite and setting it up. We have an official huge announcement from them today. Extremely exciting to think about. Let's go ahead and take a look at their website. This is what it says. It has home, contact, launch schedule. I'm about to show you the exact day that we are going to see them through SpaceX, with SpaceX launching the Doge 1 satellite, a mission funded with Doge, a mission that will put Dogecoin on the space scale at a level it's never been at before. Exciting to think about. Here's what their website says. Geometric Space Corporation, GSC, is a recently founded subsidiary of Geometric Energy Corporation, a research development firm founded in 2015. GSC provides cost-effective CubeSat rideshare programs, dedicated Firefly Alpha launches, and satellite data services. Then we scroll down and see, look at this, a countdown to launch, and the mission. Geometric Space Corporation ultimate ambition is to contribute to the creation of a multiplanetary civilization. The intermediary steps include optimizing current technology and expanding the commercial space market. It is these latter tasks of which the company is currently concentrating on. So exciting to see that, as we also look real-time satellite data analytics, dedicated Firefly launches, all of this stuff that they're currently working on. But without further ado, let's go ahead and look at the actual date that they're going to be doing this, and it's not as far as you may have guessed, or you may be thinking. Look at that, an absolute flood of rockets in the comment section again. I feel like this is a tradition that we may want to start. SHI Cage recently released and just passed 1 cent, listed on multiple exchanges. Oh, cool. Well, thank you for the chat. Hopefully you have some success with that. But take a look at this. Launch satellite. It is going to be Geometric 1 Firefly Alpha Doge 1 satellite. That's the name. And the launch date is officially October 1st, 2022 at 4:24 p.m. Now, I will say we may need to start a petition for them to launch this 4 minutes earlier because they missed a huge opportunity here. But at the same time, that's extremely exciting to think about. We are now only this far away, a matter of months, from seeing the actual Dogecoin satellite being put into space. Now, what would the satellite do? Well, it's going to serve a number of different functions. It's primarily just simply something that's going to go into space and be able to analyze different parts of our observable universe. It's going to have multiple other functions, also really showing the payload capabilities, kind of putting them on the map, also potentially having a screen on it where you can have a commercial and advertise, say, Dogecoin. So many things they're working on for this actual satellite, but just the fact that they're choosing Doge 1, they're choosing to put this on center stage, this will be a huge deal and absolutely is going to generate a ton of publicity for Dogecoin, which is very, 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 very exciting to think about. Hey, can you take a second to look at JSRC token? It looks very promising. And then he also says Doge and COC to the moon. So I've been talking with the guy behind COC, Mr. Martini, and he is letting us know that we are not far away from the CASI launch. But obviously, anytime when you're in crypto and you have a date, how many times do we actually see a date being hit with a target in crypto? Pretty much never. Dates, for the most part, are basically just to give you an idea of when something could happen. But I always stress, if you're starting a crypto, never give people dates of anything. Just tell them a general time frame of when you think it could be done, and that is absolutely enough, because then you don't have people wondering, oh, why isn't it here yet? Well, then people know automatically. To the moon, says Nathan as well. Another chat coming in. Shiba Doge will bring all the Shiba and Doge family together. Yeah, I'll take a look at JSRC token real quick before we get back to this, because I am actually curious how it is doing lately. You have mentioned it a few times before. JSRC coin. But yes, it's always fun to see coins like this and what the communities are trying to push with them, even though sometimes they can be a little annoying. Other times they're very fun to watch. Look at that. So here's the poo coin of it. It looks like it has spiked a little bit recently. Still a relatively small coin. I can't tell the exact market cap yet, but oh, here we go. It looks like the market cap's around 1.1 million. So interesting token. Hopefully you have the best of luck with that. And it is small. So you know what? Maybe not the worst investment in the world right now. Could do something. Hey, can you take a look at Shiba Inu coin? Yeah, Shiba Inu coin down 7% today. Dogecoin up 7% today. So a stark contrast between the two. But Shiba Inu did go up a little bit yesterday. So, I mean, you can argue this is just kind of a correction for that as Dogecoin starts to really get the limelight again. What have I been saying for a while on the channel? Dogecoin is underrated based on the amount of wallet holders compared to the other cryptos at the top. Dogecoin's underrated based on the name recognition. Dogecoin's underrated based on the amount of people who know who it is. And we predicted precisely it would fall to between 11 and 14 cents. That's literally exactly what happened. Now, fortunately, it didn't go all the way down to the bottom side of our prediction. And we said, well, what was going to happen after that? People would start to realize the use case here, and we would start to see some more people start to come in. Then people would start to realize more publicity. Robinhood wallets, the Doge 1 satellite, which is coming now officially on October 1st at 4:24 p.m. All of this stuff is going to start to come together and create what we believe will be the largest Dogecoin spike in history by far, and one of the most significant movements, one of the most significant moments in crypto history. So it's exciting things to talk about, and the fact that we're able to predict this to that much of a pinpoint accuracy is obviously awesome. Now, are we 100% sure this is going to be the big breakout? No, we're not. We can't be 100% sure. We know it's coming, but could Dogecoin technically fall a little bit more and then come back up again, then fall a little bit more, then come back up again, and kind of stay around the area for a little bit before the launch? Yes, it's possible. However, with some of the momentum we're gaining right now, if it can be capitalized on, we can see the launch happen way sooner than we're thinking, especially with these big announcements coming and the fact that Tesla Dogecoin acceptance is now becoming more real than it has ever been before. When you look at the website and you see what they're talking about, you can see this. Breaking: the backend for Tesla Doge payments is now active. Everyone can see it on the following link that was generated after clicking the purchase with Doge. Pretty exciting to think about, right? staticassistpay.tesla.com/v3/crypto_cont, then the dots to indicate that that website is actually longer. But here's what it says. Payment: scan the QR code or copy and paste this address into your desired Dogecoin wallet. You have 28 minutes and 50 seconds starting on 1-14-2022 at 12:12 a.m. GMT +1 to complete the payment before this Dogecoin amount expires as indicated in the countdown. So there we go. This is exactly how Tesla is going to be accepting Dogecoin for merch. Now, we also have some hints that they're going to be accepting it store-wide for all Tesla products, including, yeah, that's right, cars. But those are just hints at this current point in time. We have not had an official announcement from Tesla yet. And so this, though, is still huge. It's giving us an exact picture, an exact idea of how we are going to see this coming together. You will be able to scan a code, you will be able to pay, and then within the countdown, you're going to have that Doge go from your wallet to the Tesla wallet, and then it will be registered with them through your wallet address, and then you will be able to get your product by putting your address, by putting your information, they'll send it to you. So really interesting. Obviously, a lot of us will be taking advantage of this feature, especially Robinhood wallets coming out is perfect timing, and I believe we may see Elon Musk playing this perfectly around Robinhood wallets so that people have the ability to spend their Robinhood Doge immediately on this after it is released. So a lot of smart planning here, a lot of cool things going into this. You can see that's what it actually looks like, and it even has a Doge in the middle of the QR code. Pretty dang cool. Then you see the Doge address right there, USD. So this product is 193.43 Doge, which is worth somewhere like $20 or something like that. So not that expensive, maybe $30 with shipping, somewhere in that range. And that was just a quick estimate off the top of my head. But you can also see this, Dogecoin currently trending with over 90,000 tweets. We are now seeing on social websites it continuing to go up. Right now, we also have, this is awesome to see, we just had a report released. We now have the #1 Dogecoin Twitter account on all of Twitter. So thank you so much to everyone who's making that happen. Obviously, this is a huge community effort, and with our account being seen by so many people, we can make some cool things happen with getting new people on board and stuff like that. But yeah, Lunar Crush now has our account as the #1 Dogecoin Twitter account in terms of the metrics that they measure there, which is awesome to see. But I tweeted a few important things today. Dogecoin back over 18 cents, obviously a big announcement, and Dogecoin starting to trend daily again. Two huge sentiments that will absolutely help to move the case forward. So make sure that you have the notifications on for both YouTube and Twitter. Very important to do that so that you can stay updated in real time and get the important information as it comes across your screen, not on a delay, which is what is obviously not as ideal. And look at that, we're already up to 300 likes. How many likes can we get? Obviously, in moments of high energy for Dogecoin, we can have way more fun on our shows. We can have way more interesting activities. So make sure you come join the channel, subscribe, notifications on, and follow on Twitter, MattWallace888, with the noties on there as well. Very important. If you don't have them on now, maybe go down there, take a second, just click it on real quick. And obviously on Patreon too, very important, even more so. On Patreon, it's the most important to have notifications on, because when we do actual picks, you're going to want to be the first one to see it. And if you want to get in, you can do that immediately and not have to wait a little bit later, so you're not the first one anymore. So very important all across the board, notifications. Also, the next pick is going to be in BNB. So just keep that in mind. Make sure you're familiar with it. I'm going to be making a post soon on how to participate in that, how to actually buy BNB tokens. It's really simple. Basically, you do a lot of the same things as MetaMask. You just add BNB chain onto your MetaMask, and then after adding BNB chain, you have the ability to add tokens in, so you can add additional tokens just like you do with Ethereum. And then what you can do to actually get BNB, if you're in the United States, it's hard to buy a little bit. You can actually go on crypto.com, you can send ETH there and then trade that ETH directly for BNB, or you can send another crypto there, then trade it for Bitcoin, and then trade it for BNB, which sounds kind of complicated, but it's really not. Then you can send that BNB from your crypto.com account to your MetaMask on the BNB chain, and then use it to buy whatever token you want, just simply by adding the contract address. Now, if you don't understand any of what I just said, that's okay. You can read the article and follow it step by step slowly once the article is released, and hopefully you'll get it then. But I just want to make sure everyone is ready ahead of time. Shiba Doge to the moon, says WW in the chat. Appreciate that. And hey, Matt, Volt Inu Army supports you. CEX listing soon, from Alvini. Interesting. We're seeing a lot more advertisements during this market because it is starting to look up. for meme coins, which is cool to see. Obviously, Dogecoin, the reason why it's the king of meme coins is not just because it's the best meme out there, it's the most fun community, also because the use case is on another level and the ability for it to be the currency of Earth is there, whereas it's not there for a lot of other coins out there, which are just fun ways to make money temporarily if you have the ability to play the market right, or not so fun ways to lose money if you make a few mistakes in there. So that's just the way it is. Shiba Inu retweeted Shiba Doge, says Nicholas. Interesting. Then we also see, what do you think about Digibyte Matt? Oh, Digibyte was actually an early Patreon pick, so I am familiar with that. And Andre says COC is going to be the next. Oh, by the way, Andre, I forgot to mention, Andre was the one who actually sent me the link to the website, who sent me a picture of the website to show us about the Doge X satellite. He is, of course, on the top level on Patreon, and I appreciate that, Andre, giving some information that we can cover on the show. So shout out for that. Hey Matt, can you explain to COC holders how we can gain profits from the companies? Well, it's not really a company, but it kind of is. I mean, IRS, it's not a company, okay? But basically, you'll be getting airdrops. That's the plan. And there is an integration that I can't talk about yet, which is exciting to think about. And yeah, basically, it'll be airdrops. That's the plan. And there's a couple other options just in case there's some difficulty there. And I'll go over that more once it actually is announced. But all we talk about is Shiba Doge on Discord. How cool, Matt Wall. That's funny. I appreciate that. 2020 will be the year of Doge. Wife-changing gains, says Stephen Steele. Anyway, I'm Matt Wallace. This is Final Stand, and I will see you in the next video.